A human being is not born on its own and is not alone. It is being helped by its mom and dad, even the whole family, as well as the doctors, the environment. Numerous forces, energies, and circumstances are involved in the process of conception, birth, and further growth. The very concept of the one is opposite to the emergence of a new life. Loneliness is not characteristic of us from the very beginning, so one should not put loneliness on a pedestal. Often, loneliness is not deservedly considered to be a trendy and cool trait. Loneliness is often confused with independence. Independence in both children and adults is always only a positive aspect of character, whereas loneliness tends to act as a sly and multifaceted traitor towards the society. One should not be afraid to feel lonely from time to time. However, it is not worth enjoying solitude for too long, as being alone is much more convenient and easier than being with someone or living for someone, and quickly a person gets used to a comfortable situation. The feeling of loneliness is quickly addictive also because when leading a lonely lifestyle, a minimum amount of energy and strength is expended, and our laziness loves when the energy stops flowing and the relationship between people ceases. But if one does not devote a part of one's energy to other people and spends it all only on oneself, then the flow of the energy will be blocked, and soon the energy will begin to be lacking even for that lonesome person. For good reason they say, the more we give, the more we receive. Once a human being is born, it immediately starts receiving. It may seem that at the very beginning, a child does not give anything in return for the care it gets. However, at the energy level, the child gives its adults a lot in terms of emotions. In the family, there is a constant exchange of energies between the children and the adults, and this positive energy exchange should continue between all the people, relatives and strangers, close and far, friends and enemies. In order not to accidentally get used to loneliness, one needs to constantly hug people, if not physically, then emotionally and mentally. It is not necessary to physically give something to others on the material level, because one can share something on the emotional, virtual, informational, and most importantly, spiritual levels. Therefore, even being in some physiological solitude, it is important to continue to transfer your energy to other people by any means. For instance, being alone in the room or in the desert, no matter in what material space, one should continue to transmit energy to other people in the form of information, records, thoughts, ideas, and so on. Remember the feeling of safety, care, and sincere love when being close to your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, friend, or beloved teacher. This feeling of comfort, being in the company of the loved ones, beyond any envy and competition, almost always accompanies us in the childhood, but is often forgotten and lost in the adulthood. But there is definitely an opportunity to feel just like that, as if you are not alone, as if every person on the planet is ready to stand for you. It is possible, however, only when you are ready to share your energy. One gives one's energy of care and love to another person, and this other person gives the same energy back. And so happens eternally. And so is not only with relatives and friends, but also with strangers. And only in such an event will all the monuments to loneliness be overthrown, and this will result in overthrowing the firmly rooted monuments to our human egoism.